Greetings and welcome to my humble abode. For the next 8 to 10 minutes, we're gonna be hanging out for a little while. So sit back, relax, smoke them if you got them. Let's get on with it, right? Set up a little premise is to sort of get at the heart of a bit of an issue that I take with religion in America. Not just religion in politics and policy, but the whole idea of religion itself, especially when associated with a religious institution. Specifically, creationism. Now, I'm not here to bash Christians for being Christian. I'm not here to talk down to you if you're religious. I am not here to tell you not to believe in a God. Not here in this video. This video is solely about creationism, schools, and how religion and the use of religion can really skew the truth. Today we're going to break down another video called The Thaw. It's gone viral, and I thought it appropriate, given my paper content, that I go ahead and do this. Besides, how many times have we had to criticize each other in class? Without further ado, let's get it started, right?
Christianity is being completely frozen out of America.
So right off the bat, we start out with a blatant lie. Now, with over 3/4 of the population identifying as Christian, I fail to see how this could be in any way taken as the truth. Not only is 3/4 of the population Christian, but try walking down the street without seeing a church. Try listening to a politician run for office without using the word God. Christmas, Easter. Tell me again how religion is being pushed out of America. How you're being forced aside, right?
Why can't I pray in school?
Why do I have to check my religion at the door?
Why can't I write about God in my school papers?
Why do I have to tolerate people cursing my God, but I am not allowed to talk about God in my faith?
Actually, you can pray in school. What the law says is that a teacher or the school itself can't make it mandatory for everyone to pray in school. You can pray in school all you want. How is anyone going to stop you from doing that? Checking your religion at the door. First, I went to public school. Nobody checked their religion at the door. Okay. Second, I have a daughter who goes to public school. So I have a couple of different perspectives on this. My daughter goes to a program every Friday called the Good News Club, where they talk about Jesus and God, and this is at the school, and it's allowed and it's legal. Okay, I've never heard of a child not being able to write about God. My children write about God all the time. Again, what's not allowed is forcing a student to write about God. And perhaps the teacher decides that the issue is too controversial and doesn't want to start an argument. Therefore, the topic of religion is not discussed, as it shouldn't be in a classroom. Oh, and for the record, I do not know where these kids are from to have had these experiences where people can cuss about God and scream about God and curse their God, but then they're not allowed to talk about God back. It's called freedom of speech, and everybody has it.
Why are they taking God out of my history books?
Why do they teach every other theory in science except creation?
Let's get another thing straight, Reach America. The Bible itself is not a history book. It is a historical book, not a history book. Know the difference. Second, they do not teach the theory of creationism in science class, because the theory of creationism is not a scientific theory.
Some even call us hateful,
hypocrites,
unloving,
closed-minded,
bigots.
Again, the beauty of freedom of speech is that people are allowed to say and believe whatever they want. Some people believe that Christian values and the Christian book is full of hatred, full of bigotry, full of examples of an unloving deity.
Why can't Tim Tebow praise God after making a touchdown without causing a national uproar?
Why can't American atheists want to take down a Christmas tree in a freaking court hall without causing Bill O'Reilly to have a aneurysm?
In public school, I'm called lesbian
Or gay.
for not kissing or for wanting to save myself for marriage.
Well, in public school, I was called all kinds of names for all kinds of reasons, most of them by Christians.
In public school, people are rude and disrespectful towards Christians.
In public school, people are rude and disrespectful towards everyone. Kids are mean. They've always been mean. They're always going to be mean. Up to the parents to teach them the difference between right and wrong and to try and raise kids that will eventually not be mean. But in public schools, it's not geared towards Christians.
bullying is common.
Yes, bullying is common. But not bullying of people who believe in a God.
In public school, people believe Christians are goody-goods and boring.
All right, I'm now convinced that this is a fake school they're talking about in their fantasy land. Some of the most exciting people in school are Christians because almost everybody in school is Christian. Woosah. Woosah.
Dirty jokes fill the hallways between classes.
During class,
before school, at lunch, after school,
on the bus, off the bus. Get the idea?
To this point, I'm not even going to argue. Dirty jokes are told a lot in school, especially high school and middle school. Do you know why? Because they're told by kids. They're told by Christian kids a lot of the times.
Despite modern popular belief, America was founded as a Christian nation.
No, little girl, despite your belief, America was not founded as a Christian nation. The forefathers recognized the importance in the American people at the time, but they also realized the danger, the threat of mixing religion with government, of mixing religion with school, of mixing religion with science. They understood why there needed to be a separation between the state and the church.
In 1962, the Supreme Court ruled that prayer was unconstitutional in schools.
In 1963, the courts ruled the Bible unconstitutional.
Saying that if the 10 Commandments were read in school,
A student might feel inclined to follow them.
really?
Yes, really. They ruled that to keep things fair, so that the majority of Christians in this nation couldn't impose their beliefs, couldn't impose their values, and couldn't impose their views on the population at large. So yes, really, these court cases you're talking about are important landmarks. They're important to the equality of this country.
For over 50 years, Christians have been unwilling to get involved.
Again, another blatant lie. For over 50 years, Christians have been involved in almost everything. They have been outspoken in their politics. They have been outspoken in their communities. They have been outspoken on television. Have you ever heard of Pat Robertson? Evangelicals, even Mormons now are just so outspoken. Do atheists come to your door knocking to tell you the truth about the world? No, they do not. No, they do not. But preachers and Jehovah's Witnesses sure do.
people who do not love our God have stolen our country.
I get tired of reiterating this, but how is it possible that 5% of the population has stolen this country? All we're fighting for is to get equal footing. I still don't have an atheist representative in government. How many Christian representatives do you have?
We refuse to be frozen out at the public square.
An easy statement to say, being as at least 75% of the public square is Christian.
This is a call to our generation. We are calling on the youth of America to join us.
Calling on the youth of America to join you, much like the tobacco companies.
We are an army.
Christ is our commander.
His will is our charge.
We are in a war for the hearts and souls of our generation.
And we know it.
Failure is not an option.
We are going to win this war. If God be for us,
Who can be against us?
I don't think it's such a great idea trying to promote unity when you use divisive words like war and fighting words and commander and bringing the whole war connotation into the equation. This is a Christian notion that you have to fight for this, that you have to pummel the opposition into thinking how you think. The reason you feel that you haven't won the war up until this point is because everybody in the whole entire population of America is not a Christian. Will you not be satisfied until that happens? Because if statistics are true, the non-religious percentage is rising. The percentage of atheists isn't rising so much. It's rising a little. But the amount of people who don't identify with any particular religion at all is definitely on the rise. So you're saying that you have to go to war with these people. Now, I understand it's a war of ideals, but the way the tone of the music changes, the words that they're using, this is to incite feelings in people. This is to attempt to get people off their butts and go fight.
In America,
We still hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all men are created equal.
That they are endowed by their Creator.
with certain unalienable rights,
That among these are life,
liberty,
And the pursuit of happiness.
And in America, I still hold those same truths to be self-evident. The only difference between us is that you believe that your Creator is some invisible person in the sky. I believe my Creator is my parents. I still believe in the pursuit of happiness, life, liberty, justice, and all that for everyone on equal footing.
Together, looking to Christ as a strength, the Thaw will be complete, and America will be one nation under God. Again.
I was going to cut that last part out, but I just found it a little a little funny. They went on their final rant that they were going to take it back and they were going to win and they were going to make it one nation under God again. And all this music and the big old build up, and then the cross falls down. Isn't that a bad thing? Like, isn't that a misuse of imagery there? Is that sort of not getting the point across that you wanted to get across to end it with the symbol of Christianity just toppling? All right, guys, that about sums it up for me here. The biggest point I'm trying to make is, there's nothing wrong with having diversity. There's nothing wrong with believing in a God if that's what you choose to believe. What's wrong is trying to assume that it's your right to convert other people, that it's your job, your mission to make your religion a part of society permanently, to make it so that your religion makes the policy, to make it so that your religion affects everyone else. It's just not right. Believe what you want to believe, but just don't expect everyone else to believe the same way you do. And if you do expect that, don't get so offended when people react to you in a negative way. Well, this is my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the last week of class, guys. Deuces.